about first? Let's talk about all the winds that we're going to be seeing as we head toward the afternoon. So pretty calm at the moment, but later on this afternoon, the winds will start to gust up. So we're talking about wind advisories for our usual wind-prone areas. You can see in yellow, that includes our coastal communities of LA County. So that means Santa Monica down to Long Beach, San Fernando, and also the Santa Clarita Valleys under this wind advisory, gusts up to about 45 miles per hour. Then the strongest, most damaging winds will be over the mountains of LA and Ventura County in orange, including the Malibu area. Here we could see gusts potentially up to 65 miles per hour. So that's what we're dealing with as we head toward the afternoon. So really quickly this morning, we are talking about a little bit more of the winds starting to just, a little bit light. I'm trying to turn this off for you. It looks like it's a little bit stuck, but let's walk over here. So let me show you what's happening in terms of our forecast. So we're talking about a clear morning, especially for inland communities, some patchy low clouds and fog for some of our beach communities as we head into the afternoon. So weather headlines, near normal temperatures. Won't be quite as hot this afternoon as yesterday because of the winds, but we're still above average. Gusty afternoon winds will pick up, and that's when those wind advisories will come into play. And then as we head into the next few days after that, the winds will start to shift more to a Santa Ana wind fashion. So we're talking about some really gusty, moderate to strong Santa Ana winds expected by the end of the week. So I've issued a next weather watch during this time. And then during this time with the Santa Ana winds drying us out, it's going to warm us up even more. So that means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during that next weather watch, we're talking about those gusty winds, but those temperatures will gradually start to go up as well. All right, so let's talk about our wind advisories. As I was mentioning, we start to see it come into play later on this afternoon. So about 3-4 p.m., we start to see these really strong gusts, especially over some of our high desert communities. And then you can see it starts to funnel in into our other usual wind-prone areas, the Santa Clarita Valley, the San Fernando Valley by later on today. And then by the time we head into tomorrow morning, some of the winds will start to peak, and then we start to see the winds relax. Then once we head into Thursday, the winds get even stronger. So I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of these wind advisories and high wind warnings coming into play over the course of the next few days. But for now, we just have it for parts of our valleys and then our mountains right now. But you can see by Thursday, we really start to see these winds gusting up, not only over the mountains, but then pushing out into some of the lower elevations. And then it continues to stick around as we head into Friday. And this is why our temperatures will be a little bit warmer as we head into this upcoming weekend. So that's something that we're watching. The reason for all of the winds is because of this low pressure system. You see how it kind of pushes just to the north of us, and then watch what happens. By the end of the week, it looks like it could cut off from the jet stream, and this is what we call a cutoff low. At first, we thought we could see some showers. If we do see showers over the mountains, but then once it does cut off, we're going to probably see much more wind than anything here in Southern California. So get ready, because things are going to start to get a little bit more gusty as we head toward the end of the week. So I've issued that next weather watch for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just because I know a lot of people have plans during this time. So I just want to warn you, in case you have plans and you live in one of these wind-prone areas, it could start to get a little bit more gusty, and that could mean whatever plans you have outside could be really impacted. But by Sunday, we're looking at those 80-degree temperatures returning, not just for LA and Orange County, but for the valleys by Saturday, and then same thing with our Inland Empire communities. All right, Kalina, back to you. All right.